Hey, what's happening, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com. Coming back to you with another video. Getting ready to start my day right now, and I just got done having a conversation with a small business owner, and it just hit me right off the bat that this number one mindset is not only holding this guy back, but also a lot of other people. I interact with a lot of eBay sellers, Amazon sellers, small business owners. As you folks know, I'm passionate about helping. There's a crazy glare. I am passionate about helping people to build freedom, to grow their business, to develop. And this one mindset really destroys a lot of people. And it's unfortunate because they don't even realize it. So I want to welcome everybody who's coming into the video right now. If you guys are watching right now live, give me a big shout out. We got CH in the house. We got Knock and Roll. We got Fat Elvis. What's going on? G Ferris, Zeps Toys. Much love from the UK. We got UK in the house right now. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to hit that like button if you guys are enjoying these videos. I've got 30 videos in the chamber right now that are being edited by my team. We're getting the thumbnails created. We're editing the videos. We're getting them uploaded to YouTube. So I have a ton of awesome content that's coming soon. Sorry for this crazy glare. Everything was looking good, and then I started the video and the sun is coming out. So the number one thing that I noticed today, and just as I've been kind of preparing for this video, is the people that I find who their income stays the same or slowly dwindles. Their lifestyle stays the same. Their business stays the same. It always seems like they're putting out fires. It always seems like there's another problem, another issue. Type a 1 in the comments right now if you know somebody who runs a small business. Maybe it's a little restaurant or a coffee shop or an eBay business. Maybe they run a accounting firm. But do you know anybody? Put a 1 in the comments if it seems like they're always dealing with the next issue. They're never getting ahead. There's always something around the corner. There's always doom coming around the corner. There's always an issue. There's always a problem. And they're always pointing. They're pointing fingers at everybody else. It's not me. It's not me. There's always another problem. There's always another issue. There's always another challenge. Who here knows somebody like that? I'm going to tell you what the number one thing is, mindset thing that's holding people back. And what it is the mindset that nobody could teach me anything else. Wow, this glare is getting so bad. Nobody can teach me anything else. Everything that I have to learn on myself based on my own experience. Courses, scams, self-development, books, they're all scams. They're all scams. It's this pessimistic mindset that everyone's always trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Everyone's always trying to just make a buck on you. It's the mindset that, you know what? Things are the way they are because of outside forces. It's outside of my control. And the truth is, the people that I see having the most success, they're always learning. They're always growing. They're taking responsibility for reality, what's not working in their business, and they're trying to figure out a better way, a better system, a better mentor, like Tony Robbins talks about. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, just model success. You know, I just got done having a conversation with a good friend of mine who runs a small business, and we were having a conversation about self-development. We were having a conversation about growth. We were having a conversation about learning. And everything that he said, although he's a great guy and I love the guy, but I couldn't disagree more. Everything he said was completely outside of my values and what I believe. He believed that there's nothing that anybody could teach me. I was telling him about how I'm going to Tony Robbins this week. And, you know, I don't force my beliefs on anybody because Tony Robbins could be a little too much for people. And it's kind of like a cult over there. It really is. It's psycho. But what I told him is I said, for me, I realized that going to Tony Robbins. For me, I realized that reading a book. For me, I realized investing in my education, my self-development. I know that it's not going to be the key to unlocking my dreams. There's no secret, right? There's no secret. A lot of people, they look down on education and self-development and investing in yourself and seminars and courses because they have the belief that if this resource can't completely change my life, put it on a silver platter for me, and do everything for me, then there's no value in it. But the truth is, and what I said to this fellow is, I said, listen, if I just get one thing, if I just get a couple ideas that change the way I think, that could be worth saving hundreds of hours per year for me. That could be worth making an extra $50,000. That could be worth something that I create, this idea, and it creates something that helps hundreds and thousands of people because of my business. So you've got to switch mindsets from, I've got to learn everything on my own. Nobody can teach me anything else. Everybody's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Everything's a scam. Yes, there are scams out there. Yes, there are books and courses and YouTube channels and Facebook groups, and there's people out there who are malicious and who don't have your best intent. And let's be honest, at the end of the day, everybody has their own agenda. Now, agenda has a kind of negative connotation to it, but everybody does, but you've got to take it with a grain of salt. There's no such thing as a secret recipe, a magic key. Nobody's going to do everything and anything for you. You've got to do it on your own. You've got to take action. But here's the thing, and this is what I said to this guy. I said to him, I said, don't you realize, and I wasn't arguing with him because I noticed one of the number one ways to make enemies and get people to resent you and not like you is to force your beliefs on them. So I just listen, I share my 2 cents, and I go my own way. But what I said is, do you realize that everything in your life, from your finances to your business, to how much time you have available, to your levels of happiness, everything that you have, tangible and intangible in your life, is due to this space in between your ears? It's your brain. Your brain makes all the decisions. That's where your thoughts come from. That's where your ideas come from. That's where your actions come from. The way my hands are moving, the words that are coming out of my mouth, my business, everything stems from inside of my mind. So why would I not train my mind? How do you train your mind? Well, let's take a step back. How do you train your body? You want to lose fat, right? You want to get stronger, you want to get in better shape, you want to build some muscle. How do you do that? How do you physically change your body? Through physical movements, right? Whether that's running, walking, manipulating your diet, lifting weights. That's how you change your body. In order to change your mind, you have to change what you put into it, the thoughts, the ideas, the people you interact with. So what I like to do to grow my mind, like I'm growing my body, is reading books, educating myself, investing in seminars, pushing myself outside my comfort zone, networking, talking to people. So this is the thing that I've noticed holds so many people back. If you know anyone in your life, or you ever go to a small business, or you interact with someone who they keep kind of spinning in place, kind of like a hamster on a hamster wheel, and they're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. A lot of times those people are good, loving, caring, well-intended people. The problem is they're not willing to think outside the box. They're not willing to do something different. They're not willing to learn from somebody else. They're not willing to take a step back from just doing everything to having more of an overarching vantage point and looking down at your life and saying, wow, maybe I need to stop doing so many things and reassess not how much I'm doing, but how I'm doing it. Putting systems in place, documenting your business, reassessing and asking yourself, is this the best way to do it? Why are my customers walking in the door? What can I do differently to acquire more customers? How can I serve my customers better? How can I add more value? How can I make a difference? How can I implement a system to pull myself out of that job to save 5-10 hours a week so I could work on the things that are more important? Asking questions to yourself and reevaluating is part of the growth, is part of the investing phase. It's part of the personal development phase, is taking a step back and really assessing what's going on. So I hope this message served you and hit you in the right place this morning. This is something that I've been thinking about, and I just hope that this is maybe able to serve you and add some value to you and get you thinking, because you might be in a position where you're struggling, you're having a hard time, you don't know how to get out of your current situation, and you're trying to figure out what's my next step. What's my next step? What's holding me back? What's the one thing? And a lot of times we don't have to fix a million things to break through a plateau. We just need to fix that one thing that's really holding us back. And for you, that might be the fact that you're in a mental prison and you've locked yourself into this box, this mental box. Remember what we talked about? Everything in your world, most of it, 99% of the world works flawlessly. Most of the things are they're in your control, but there's some that are out of your control. But remember, you can change a lot of that with your thoughts and your mindset. So maybe you're in a little mental prison right now and you got to get yourself out of that and expand your thinking. Get out there, network with people, read some books, invest. Stop being so pessimistic. Stop thinking that everyone's out to get you. I know maybe you've had something bad in the past happen to you. Maybe you've gotten scammed. Maybe you grew up with someone close in your family who told you all this bullshit that isn't true. But now's the time to change that. So if you guys found value in this video, smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. I'm off to the warehouse to get the eBay business going. Tons of videos coming down the road. We've got literally I think over, what was 29 last time I checked, and we added 6 more. I think we're like 35 videos in the chamber. So with that being said, keep on picking and making that money, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.